Okay, so I'm Beck Lane. This is Oh my God. Where's the camera? Boink. Let me find it. There it is. Okay, so I'm Beck Lane. This is Catalyst and Company. Catalyst and Company, where we're catalysts in each other's lives as well as our own, and we work at being the artists we've always wanted to be. At least that's what I say every single time. I am still in the clothes that I was in 10 hours ago. Basically, I'm still in sort of pajamas. I don't own them, but you know, smelly. So behind me, regardless, behind me is an idea I've been working on for a mural for 3-4 weeks now. I was asked to put together a mural presentation. I showed you the kit that I did. I did actually several illustrations, 2 of them semi-finished, pretty much finished, for this presentation kit. And then I had a centerpiece. It's 3 panels. I've talked about it before. I did panel 1 and 3 for the presentation kit. The second panel, I just used what I already had in place. Something I had been working on a couple days before while I was waiting for my then mural partner to get back to me, and that didn't happen. So I just moved ahead, did panels 1 and 2 at 4 feet by 4 feet. Again, stuck with what I had for the center panel, wrote up the proposal, wrote up the whole thing, and had the presentation kit on the director's desk Monday morning, or Monday about noonish. And since then, we've just been waiting. And now at this point, I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 weeks, but it's been a very long period of time and me pulling my hair out. But instead of just pulling my hair out, I've been working on different ideas for this mural and trying out different colors and different designs that I was thinking would be good to use. I've got one sitting over there on a chair where I had done the face behind me in black and white, thinking, oh, that'll be brilliant. It really didn't work. It looked clunky. It didn't feel natural. Just didn't feel like me. I was actually working off of another design I had seen. I thought, oh, that's really good. Instead of doing the face in color or in some sort of color like I sometimes will do, I did it in black and white and gray, and it wasn't working. Not for this project. So this time around, and I don't even know what sketch I'm on at this point. I've done so many and so many different larger size ideas. I've kind of lost track at this point. But this one I started, I prepped the surface Thursday night, worked on it some of yesterday, spent some of yesterday having a breakdown because we haven't heard back. A lot of crying. I took a shower, did some laundry, I think, stared at a wall, drank a lot of coffee, cried some more, freaking out over bills piling up. Oh, and then I got to work again. So somewhere around 5, 6 o'clock last night and 1 this morning, I did the bulk of this. I did the bulk of the painting that we see. And then I got up this morning and just went back to work. Thus, the pajamas that aren't pajamas, but we're calling pajamas. And as I was going along, I was realizing, I'm thinking about the grays and whites that I want to do, just how to add a nameplate to this. I just decided to keep going. It is now Saturday, so why not keep going? Because I'm not going to hear back from anyone until maybe Monday. I'll check in again and see if we have a go-ahead from the client, which we haven't gotten yet, and it's driving me insane. So I did go ahead and I did work with, I did create some more black and white illustration that I've been thinking about. The other day I built frames, and I think I showed you, I'm not sure. I built frame ideas up. I made 3 different ones, but today I went ahead and built a new nameplate to kind of go along with the frame idea. Because I think on its own, yes, fine, but it needs something else. It needs another idea, and the black, white, and gray, I think, is a good idea, but using it for these specific reasons, for these specific items. Because building a black, white, and gray nameplate actually ties into, once again, panels 2 and 3, or 1 and 3, which I can't show you on YouTube, but they're on YouTube, I think, and they're other places. Anyway, in panels 1, I've got this very large medallion. This is all about the highwaymen, the Florida highwaymen, the landscape painters who built a whole industry to feed their own families. There were 26 Florida highwaymen, and they were able to feed their own families off of these paintings, but also they employed people around them to feed their communities. And so they were actually able to do pretty well, getting these landscapes done, pumped out, loaded into cars, and sold along Florida highways. They were selling them for $5, $10, $15, $20 a piece, and now they go for a lot more. So it's kind of criminal how that other people are making money off of them, but there we are. So the best we can do is recognize their history and their significance. So in panel 1, back to panel 1, there's a large medallion that I had illustrated in the black, white, and grays. The medallion was awarded to the highwaymen, the remaining living highwaymen, in 2004. As we know, Alfred Hare, the gentleman who started the Florida highwaymen, as we know from the nameplate, died in 1970. He was shot in a bar fight and died he was actually not 30, he was 29 when he died. So not quite 30 years old. And that's who we have here is the founder, Alfred Hare. But so they were awarded this medallion for the Florida Artists Hall of Fame, and this special design was made for them. I made up my own idea to recognize the 26 in panel 1 in black, white, and gray. But then in the last panel, I have a black, white, and gray ribbon like this going across. It says Florida Highwaymen, and it is black, white, and gray. So we can kind of tie everything together, even though I hadn't at the time figured this part out, but now we got it. So we've got black, white, and gray going throughout. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing frames, because these are in panels, and it would be kind of cool to be able to frame them. So I'm working on different ideas. Now, part of the mural as well is tying together ideas, tying together their history, tying together all these different things, like little secrets and clues for people to see, including like the orange, yellow, and slightly red clouds in the background. Those came from Alfred Hare. The poinciana tree, they have these really beautiful red blossoms. We've got those included. I've got a poinciana tree in one of the panels anyway, because that's what they painted. The highwaymen did well when they painted these particular trees. So there are all kinds of clues and little nods here and there, and a recognition of their history and their significance. But in the design too, when I first started planning this out, instead of saying this is one panel, this is second panel, this is third panel, I did that originally as one long mural, the original sketches on paper for it. And then when I went to paint them, I knew that I would need emotion so that everything tied together as I was designing. So I literally put together a figure eight. And it's not explicit in the designs, but it's there, this figure eight, pulling the three panels together instead of boom, boom, boom. They are all connected. And within each of the panels is another figure eight. So they're constantly swooping. The ideas and designs are swooping together, and the colors as well. So here we are. This is what I did last night, because I'm obsessive about getting things right. And, you know, since I've got all this time, why not just keep working on it and sharpening the ideas. And what's good is once we get there, it'll be muscle memory. This is not the last one I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing this, keep doing this. I want to get his face much larger. The panels are 13 by 13, so his face is going to have to be a minimum of like 9 feet, 8, 9 feet, which I can do on this wall once I can get more materials and I can actually get this done on this wall. Bring him up to like 8 feet on this wall is good. Then we've got another wall that I can practice on with my new mural partner. It's 1 foot higher than this, so it's 10 feet high. So we can do each design. We can do each panel. It's pretty far away, so it's going to be a long, exhausting prospect. But what I want to do is get us set up so once we get there, once we have the wall, or if this company ever goes okie dokie and I get to pay my bills and everything, food and paint and things, once they go okie dokie, we can get to work, we can practice, we can get our talents to meld together, and then once we get in front of the wall, it's a done deal. At that point, it is muscle memory. There's no struggle. It's just doop, 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 getting the job done. So that's where we are on the Alfred Hare Florida Highway thing. And I wanted to show you, look, I'm a busy bee. Now I'm gonna go shower. And so once again, I'm Beck Lane, and this is Catalyst & Company. If you'd like to help support Catalyst & Company, or me furthering my obsession with Alfred Hare, which may or may not be a problem because I'm very obsessed, all the links for that are down below. And also all the links are down below for to contact people about other work that I do, the oil paintings, the Frida Kahlo portfolio. I kind of put on hold for a little while. I haven't stopped, but it's still available. Anyway, the links are down below, including links to my website and everybody that you would need to contact. But if you'd like to help support Catalyst & Company and my bizarre obsessions, there are links to Cash App and PayPal and I think Zelle, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's it. All right, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Hey, Carrie. Hey, hi. Hope you are well. Eric, I hope you are well too. Val, I hope you are well as well. I hope you are well as well. And everybody who, has participated in this for now almost 11 years in this YouTube channel. All right, here we go. I gotta shower. I'm so smelly. Ciao. Ciao. Meow, meow, meow.